I was wondering if you could talk about like stuff I read and people say that we're not separate, we are all one, but often I feel separate. I wonder if you could talk about it.
Yeah, so the only way to talk about that is to point to it so that you can know that for yourself.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about it, but as you said,
No,
you've
that
read
would
in the
be-
books,
Yeah.
and it's not quite good enough, really.
Mm.
So, right now, just sitting here looking at each other, very simple, nothing fancy, nothing special, just looking. And whatever thought says is irrelevant for now. You know, we could almost kind of see all thoughts as just like floating over here, just for now, so that we can see what's underneath really. So in this looking now, there's no you or me looking at each other if we don't refer to thought. Yeah? It's not even looking if we don't refer to thought. Seeing somehow, seeing myself. Not even myself, even that, I don't even know what that means. But without referring to thought, there's no boundary between you or I. It's that simple. You know, no separation. It's what you already know. And then thought comes in, but with these imaginary boundaries. You know, that you imagine that you're inside this body shape, and I'm obviously inside this body shape. And then we're separate, because the boundaries are where this body ends and this body begins, you know. But then again, if we don't refer to thought, none of that means anything. So it's this paradox again. You know, we play as if there are boundaries. In our daily life, in the way we relate to people, we play as if you and I are separate so that we can have this conversation, so that we can meet. But the reality is that we were never separate, so we never need to meet. It kind of takes all the pressure off. You know, the pressure off needing to meet. If you know that there's no one here and no one there, it's just life pretending to meet itself.
If I have some kind of conflict with somebody, then I feel separation.
Yeah.
As for what you're saying, it's almost better not to speak, just be quiet and feel the oneness. But when there's conflict with somebody, yeah, I feel a separation.
Yeah. This, any kind of speaking or interacting, including conflict, is all the playing as if there is someone else, as if there's someone outside of you. But that's the joke, because there's no one outside of you. This person and these people here and the whole room, in fact, are all happening inside you. So even if you and I were to have conflict, this conflict would be happening in you. Because everything that appears is happening in you. It's another way of saying that is that it is noticed. This situation now is noticed. Noticed in awareness, you could say. This body and the sensations that are felt are noticed in awareness. This whole room is noticed in awareness. So that's what I mean by it's all happening in you, because in fact you are that awareness. So it's the playing out as if you are separate, as if you are someone there and there's someone here. But that's the joke, because both you, this body you, and this body me, are appearing in you. It doesn't make sense. It's not something that you can understand in thought.
Yes.
So even if you speak and you feel this separation, there's nothing wrong with feeling separation, because you know that it's just a joke. It's a playing out as if. It's not actually real separation, because there's never really separation. So then you can speak, you can fight with everybody, potentially, maybe, this might happen. And it never means that you are really separate.
Even if I hide and pull back from that person.
Yeah, anything. There's nothing that you can do that can create separation. Because there's no such thing. Separation is only a belief. As much as you believe that there is separation, it seems to be that way. The minute you don't believe in it, the minute you don't refer to that thought, it's not there. So that's the joke of it. So separation can go on playing out, because that's the game of this life. That's the joy of this life, so that we can appreciate all the subtleties in this life, If we didn't see, for example, these flowers as separate from the table, we wouldn't be able to appreciate them as flowers, as what they are, and these bright explosions of colour and shape. So it's the playing out as if these flowers are separate from you, so that you can appreciate them, knowing that the whole thing's appearing in you anyway.
Seems I've been a rat in a rat race, but I'm a dingo, that's my true face. I've seen the lie going on inside, pushing down feelings and trying to hide my